Hey guys, this is Nathan and welcome back to Minecraft 1.13 on the Creedcraft server. So, I have been doing a little bit of stuff between episodes trying to gather up resources for rockets. So, if we look in my inventory, I have a stack plus 8 now. So what I've been doing is just going through caves, killing basically every mob, trying to get as much gunpowder as I can. At nighttime, I go out and just basically grab every single mob that's out in the open. But the idea is pretty simple, try to get whatever we can in the way of gunpowder. But there is another issue that is bringing up, and that is that my armor is taking a fair beating. And so we need to get some mending books, and we need those really bad. Now, we have mending on a couple of things. I've managed to procure a couple of mending books here and there, but we definitely need mending on our elytra as well as probably on Breaking 3. We need to get it on all of our armor pieces, and I wouldn't mind getting some better armor as well. But yeah, in order to do that, we are going to have to do some farming, because diamonds are not going to be the only thing that we need to be able to get these books. We need emeralds too. So yeah, I suppose what I'm going to do, I'm going to finish cleaning out my inventory here, and then I think we're going to come down here, and I know Wandering One has been setting up some farms here. I harvested them a little bit ago, all except the sugar cane. Cactus is automatic, of course, but yeah, I think we're going to come down here and make a few nano farms for the potatoes, carrots, wheat, things like that. So yeah, let me get a few things together, and then we'll take a look at that. So one thing that I totally did not think about that we need for making these nano farms is nether quartz in order to be able to make observers. Now, I was watching a video by Ilmango, and he was saying how redstone dust is probably one of the worst things for redstone lag on a server. So we want to avoid redstone dust whenever possible. Now, thankfully, the Observer gives us that ability, even though it's a little bit on the pricey side, requiring a nether quartz and 2 redstone dust, as well as 6 cobblestone for each Observer. But so what I'm going to do, I am going to come down here. This is Natabee's netherwort and super smelter area. So back here we have a huge netherwort area. And then, of course, we saw the super smelter. He's just been picking up buckets of lava and putting them in there. And, yeah, what I think I'm going to do, I am going to go around here and try to get as much nether quartz as I can. Of course, trying to find anything in the nether that has not been taken is probably going to be a little difficult right now. But, yeah, and hopefully I don't get lost. Now, what on earth is that? There looks like there's a wall of some kind up here. Yeah, there's something up here, that's for sure. Well, let's see if we can find out what this is exactly. So it kind of looks like a staircase. So that's his drop tube. So what is this thing? It is a massive pathway around here. What on earth is this? It's like going everywhere. I wonder. It's kind of interesting, whatever it is. But yeah, I think I'm going to have to go and try to find a location that people have not been mining quartz yet, which I see a little in the ceiling there, but not exactly much around here. But yeah, I'm going to have to head somewhere out in the distance and try to find that nether quartz. I do have a decent amount of arrows with me, and that does not look like something that I want to do. I put my elytra in the ender chest, and so, yeah, not exactly a good idea to go jumping off of things. So, yep, time for a little bit of another excursion. So I have to say I'm pretty happy with that. I've got more than 10 stacks of nether quartz. Should be a great deal plenty. It looks like somebody's got a minecart set up here. So, yeah, I figured we would stop by and take a look at the map here before we head back to the base. But so this is the shopping district. So this is where we're going to be heading later. And this building here is our villager trading hall. Now, it does happen to have a whole bunch of farms in it as well. And so it is extraordinarily laggy right there. Primarily if you're looking at it, it's very bad. But we also have a couple other shops here. I believe this one here is the shop that sells shulker boxes and elytras. We've got a garage sale one here. This one is supposed to be for logs, but there's never any logs there. We've got Nataby's junk shop. We have Gut Rug's fishing shop. And then there's a couple others here that I can't think of what they are. I know Nataby's got another one over there. We need to come up with an idea for a shop and get that over there. But so there's the shopping district. Right here is Gut Rug's base. And we can see this is his massive windmill. And then this is the outline of his castle. And yeah, like I was saying, I'm not overly thrilled about that, but whatever. Because here is my base. So, yeah, we actually need to do a little bit of updating here because, yeah, our, that's not what I wanted to do. Our, farm isn't there, and also our guest isn't here. And so, yeah, let's go ahead and update these. I'm also going to grab Nataby's maps, because I know he's been doing a lot of changes. We have a few other bases scattered around the area, and I think we really should just go ahead and work on getting a few of these maps taken care of. But if we head off in this direction, we can very easily get to Light Punch's portal, which is right here. Nataby's portal is right over here. You know, now let's start here since we've got maps for his place. But yeah, I'm going to map out this stuff, take the maps back in here and get them back into the map room. And yeah, I'll meet you guys back at the base. So I've excavated out a little space here, and this is where we're going to be building this Nano Farm. Now, as I said, this is a design by Il Mango. If you want a tutorial on it, go ahead and check out his channel. Got a lot of really good stuff there. So we're going to need a few things, and the basic principle of this is very simple. So if we have a block of dirt with, that is tilled, we can plant on this as long as our light level is good. Now, if our light level drops below a certain point, we can't plant on that anymore, and it also causes the plant to pop out of the ground, and we can pick up the product of that. Now, if we use a half slab pushed back and forth in front of this with pistons, we can cause that lighting update, which will break the stuff off. Now, in order to make this work, we then need to have at least 4 dispensers shooting out on this. Because these dispensers, what they can do is, with 4 of them, we can basically cause our plants to grow right away in the time that is needed for this. So we're going to put 4 dispensers there like that, and these, of course, are going to be filled with bone meal. So we'll have a clock running that will cause these to dispense bone meal, and at the same frequency we'll have that thing going back and forth, the slab. Now this is going to require a lot of sticky pistons. So see if I can remember how this works. So we will need a sticky piston there, we will need a sticky piston there, and then we will need a stone slab right here. Now this stone slab will get pushed back and forth, and it will cause this to update. Now the next thing that I am going to do before I do anything else, we are going to get a waterlogged block in here to hydrate our farmland. So let's go ahead and make a little bit more planks, and we're going to make a set of stairs. So this should be a great deal plenty to do this. And whoops, did not mean to throw that down there. So we'll place that there, and then we also need some fences and a pressure plate. So yeah, fence, let's go ahead and make that, and then a pressure plate. Alright, so in front of this stair, we are going to place a pressure plate there, and then we're going to place another fence post there, and then a fence post here. On top of this fence post is going to be our pressure plate. Now this is what is going to actually activate the farm, and I need to dig out just a little bit more, because then what we're going to do is we are going to put a half slab here, and then you can walk up here and it will trigger the pressure plate, and that's what is going to turn on the farm. Now in order to keep this from going somewhere, I'm going to put that there, and this will allow us to just have the water there and it won't go anywhere. So now let's go ahead and till the ground. That's going to be our basic setup. Now we need to get the redstone to start working here. So I don't have enough pistons. Let me make a couple more pistons, and then I'll be right back. Well, I am going to be perfectly honest, I don't understand what is going on here. So we can see right now this observer is blinking, and that is causing this piston to fire back and forth. Now if we turn this off and then turn it back on, we will see now this observer doesn't blink. But if we break this observer and then place it back down here, then it starts blinking. So I don't understand what is going on there. Because now if I turn this back off and then turn it back on, once again, this one is not blinking. So I don't understand it. I mean, I have built this exactly the way that it was shown in Ilmango's video. The only thing I can think is possibly these blocks are causing some kind of issue. I find that very difficult to believe, but yeah, see, it does not work then. I don't understand. Because if we go up here and take a look at this, that is blinking. That should be causing this to update, which it actually is, and that's why this one, actually if we pull this out, whoops, so that was actually what was causing the clock to work. So let's go ahead and place this guy back down here. Now it's not working at all. Turn it back off, back on. And yeah, so that guy is working. Now let's just find out here. If we place some items in here. Okay, so yes, that one is definitely working. That one's working. That one's working. Yes, so all four dispensers are very definitely working. But for some reason, that won't blink. I'm totally at a loss. So, yeah, this is supposed to work, and for some reason it just doesn't. Must be some kind of a bug or some kind of an incompatibility issue here. But anyway, look at it, this will work. So if we can get ourselves in here, we can now take, look, I guess we need to grab ourselves a carrot and a potato. So let's go ahead and grab both of these, replant these just because. And now, let's see here. Let's grab the shulker box. We're gonna make a whole bunch of bone meal. Oh god, I don't I don't. Let me fill these guys up. I don't want to be lag festing. So, yeah, I will be right back after I got those full. Alright, so I've got the thing running. I have full bone meal in every one of these dispensers. And so, yes, this is very definitely proof that dispensers do not use bone meal when there's nothing to grow. So we have 3 carrots right now. Let's go ahead and just start planting these. And they have disappeared. Where did my carrots go? This thing is not working. Let's try putting that pressure plate on here. That shouldn't matter. Yeah, it does the exact same thing. Well, this design is not working for some reason. So, yeah, he's got a couple other designs, so I suppose I'll try making the next one. Just see if it works. Alright, so I did a little bit of experimenting. Unfortunately, this is a bit laggier than the ones by Il Mango, but unfortunately his aren't working. But so what I've got here, I have a sticky piston that when I flip this lever, it's going to push this observer into that one, which starts up an observer clock. This observer here then starts reading this observer that is pulsing back and forth, and that causes this redstone to flicker. And that redstone flickering then causes these 2 dispensers to fire bone meal. That also updates this observer, which then goes into this one, which goes into, yeah, here, let's dig a little bit higher, into another piece of redstone dust that will power the block that is underneath it, firing the dispenser on this side and causing this observer to update. Now the top dispenser is not putting out any redstone or any bone meal. I will say that, but because I only have 1 sticky piston here, the slab goes back and forth at half of the speed. So we're not getting quite as much speed out of this, but it does work. So if I turn it on, we can see exactly what I'm talking about. My frame rate has dropped down to 30 FPS. If I flip this back off, yeah, I go back up to 60. So yes, it's very definitely got some issues. But now if we come in here, we can actually start planting stuff, and we'll start getting potatoes or carrots depending on what we are planting. So now I did have a slightly better setup in my redstone testing world where the dispensers were firing off sync from each other, which is kind of nice. But at least when I turn this sucker off, the lag disappears. I might have to do a little experimenting, see if I can get that top dispenser to fire, because it seems like I'm not always getting this to grow. So, how could I do that? How many I've got 2 observers left. Is there a way that I can do this? So, yes, actually, I do believe there is, but maybe not with this many observers. So yeah, it's going to take me a little bit to figure out the ins and outs of these observers, because they are rather powerful, but they are kind of laggy too. But so let's see. I need 1 more observer. I really do. So that guy's going to be dispensing. Maybe this will work by itself? Let's try this. So, what I'm going to do... How can I find out if that is working? Let's just pull out the bone meal. We'll drop in the cobblestone and see. Does it start firing out cobblestone? Doesn't look like it. That guy is... Oh, wait. Whoops. Yeah, that kind of dumb on my part there. Okay, let me break these again. So I need I think I'm just going to have to make another observer. I think there's no other way to do this. Yeah. Not that that's a big deal. So, I think it's working okay. I think I'm going to go ahead and just use 3 dispensers at the moment. I'll try to make sure that I'm never using this thing when other people are online, but I am going to get a whole gob of potatoes and... How did I get up into there? But I'm going to try to get a whole gob of potatoes and carrots that we can take with us. Yeah, you can see there, those were definitely not growing. I think we've got to get on the right rhythm. Yeah, that is not very good. Let me see, because this was working all the time in my creative world. Let me see if I can make this work a little bit better. And I will get, well, I've got 2 shulkers that are not being used. Of course, this one's got bones in it. I'll try to get a shulker of potatoes and a shulker of carrots, and then we'll head down to the shopping district. Well, got my shulker boxes full, and we are going to, just for the fun of it, elytra over there. So let's go ahead and see if we can get this thing to go. There we go. So that is nice. So let's take a look at Gutrug's castle as we're going by. So he is getting quite a bit bigger. I wonder what on earth that thing is. Oh my god. That looks like a heck of a mine. But so yeah, we just need to head off in this direction a little bit. And this will bring us right up to the shopping district, and here we are. So let's go ahead and come in here for a landing and do a couple of barrel rolls. There we go. So that was fun. Only used a few rockets for that too. But so we'll come in here, and yes, like I said, this place is very laggy. But, oh, what do we got here? Everything is different. Each stack is 1 iron ingot. There is a lot of potatoes there. There's some coral as well. And there's carrots. So where on earth did the villager go? He used to be right here. Okay, why are these guys locked up? So this is the villager we're looking for. Silk touch and mending. So 18 emeralds for that. And I can definitely hear we've got a zombie somewhere. And then we have a farmer. So, yeah, let's go ahead and do some trading here. Let's set down some shulkers. And why is this... Why? I don't understand what you guys have got going on here. But yeah, let's do some trading, get some emeralds, get some books. I happen to have some books in my shulker box here because we are going to need some of those. And the other thing is, if we look here, it's 3 diamonds for each book you trade with the villager. So I am going to have to grab some diamonds here too once I finally get the stuff together. So yeah, I'm going to do this off camera, but I will be right back. Well, our shulker boxes are now empty. We got an awful lot of emeralds from all of that. So we still have almost 2 stacks left, but we're going to go ahead and trade for 7 books here. So we are going to get 1 mending book, or 1 silk touch book, because I want to get that on a pickaxe. I do not have a silk touch pickaxe, and it's really irritating me that I don't. So I'm going to grab that, and then we are going to go over and see how many mending books he will trade. That's 18, not 19. What am I thinking? Still, that's not great. I know Impulse has one that is 10, but yes, 1. That's it? Just 1? And then you won't trade anymore? Or has no one been unlocking you? So let's try this again. Once again, mending for 18. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, well, let's hope that he unlocks. If not, I will have to do something. Okay, good. He unlocked. So we traded for 7 books at 3 diamonds each. So, yeah, we need 21 diamonds. Kind of pricey, but I think it's worth it. So there we go. That's how many I traded. I'm gonna be completely fair on that one. So let's go ahead and grab our diamonds back out. We're going to go ahead and button this back up so that I'm assuming that's to protect the villagers. And yeah, we're gonna get these in there and hide them away. I don't want to take any chances there. So yeah, I'm gonna head back to the skeleton spawner now to get enough levels to put all that stuff onto our various pieces of equipment. And also then I guess we'll need to fix them. So yep, I suppose. See you guys over there. Well, I have the mending placed on all of the various items, and all of them are now fully repaired. Well, I guess with the exception of my bow. We need just a little bit of XP for this. There we go. So yeah, every tool with mending is completely repaired. That is wonderful. We are going to need to get ourselves a better sword, and we're going to have to do that here fairly soon. But yeah, that's going to have to be something for another episode because I am out of time for today. So I'm going to say thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the episode, be sure to give a thumbs up. If you are new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe. If you have any thoughts about what I've been working on or something that you would like to see, be sure to leave that down in the comments, and I will see you next time. Bye!